So welcome back, guys. As you can see, we are back tied up in a few things that needed to be immediately resolved. But that being said, in London DJing, so hence why we're doing everything today. So, real treat for you guys in store. As you will remember from our last video, I said we needed to get Bayek up to level 15 before we could actually start going after, causing a bit of chaos. As you saw, we just exited one of the 4 areas that I've just not taken control over, but wiped out for the time being.
Whoa.
And I'm still so tired after the weekend, it was unbelievable. With that being said, as you remember, obviously, for us to be able to have any chance of the next mission, which is, if I'm right, taking care of the Scorpion, we need to be at least level 15. So, as you can see, we are very, very quickly. Trust this. This is a Paradox garrison. Again, it's another restricted area. So let's just have a little look. Take him out. Just quickly use Senu, because Senu's perception, even though it's not that big at the moment, is extremely handy. So, as you can see, there's a couple of guys with crowns on them, and unlike Hill, and there is also 2 treasures to loot. Now, the commanders and the captains are a lot stronger than your regular soldiers, which is why I'm using this particular bow to take them out.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Time is up.
And that it is.
Hey.
So quick switch back, because I know the guy is here.
I'll kill you.
So.
Hang on.
Now what?
Afraid to face me? Hey, what? Alarm! Follow me!
Right, don't see or hear anymore. There is one over there. Even with the headshot, the distance is actually too great for me to take him out successfully. Now we're a bit closer.
Damn! Wait a sec! Rip you to shreds!
I've just noticed this guy.
Dead!
I'm going to take him out. There we go, there's our level up. That's him taken care of. Don't particularly need that arrow. I'll show you guys why. Because in most of the forts, as you guys can see, there's always an arrow stash. So, we have 2 treasures to find. So Senu, my dear friend, where is the first one? The first one's actually up here. Oh wow. Okay, that's going to be a trip and a half. It looks like we can actually get him here. Wow. Now, as you can see, there are a couple of guys up here.
Where were we? I was actually a book inspector for the chief librarian before joining up. That was an interesting life.
Well, I'm actually going to swing over to my pilot.
Backbreaking work.
Who shot that?
Hey now!
Fire bomb. even though I have used my stash of fire bombs up, as you would or may have noticed, looks like the fire's all gone out. None of them have given me anything to look, apart from this. As you would have noticed, I can actually stack my fire bombs up directly from the same place I get my arrows, which is quite a bonus. So, as you can see, Bayek is now on his way up the front of the building. Well, will be. Here we go. And hopefully we can now fire. As you can see, we can't actually get up any further. Whoa. I so hope Bayek makes this, because if he doesn't, this is a long way down. Even I had butterflies in my mind. Ah, Bayek. Bayek, up. Bayek, left. Okay. So it looks like we're actually making some success here. We're actually making our way up to the window. And as you can see, we can jump straight in. Now obviously if we do a quick animus pulse, as you can see, there's not much actually up here. There's a few arrows over there. And that's really about it. But this is actually meant as a stopgap on your way actually to the top. Because there's actually more than just the chest that you can actually do up here. Now I don't know if you guys would have noticed, I still have the icon on from when the video started, 9 minutes ago, which was for a viewpoint. As you can see, we're actually getting closer and closer and closer to the viewpoint. Now the viewpoint itself is actually just here. The reason I've come up is because I remember there being a guard up here. Now, that little set of stairs that you saw a moment ago actually leads in here. I don't know if it's actually going to pick. No, his ammo's full. So at the moment we're absolutely fine. That stock is going to stay there. Arrows. So just loot these. Now as you'll see, this box is slightly different, and it actually contains a carbon crystal. I think that's like one of 3 or 4 I've got in the last few minutes. So when you take these areas out, you can earn your carbon crystals, so you don't have to buy them forever, as you would have seen in the last video. So, as also mentioned to you guys, due to the DJing and everything, the videos that I planned on doing on Saturday and Sunday haven't actually been done. So we haven't had the return to Watch Dogs, we haven't had the Need for Speed Payback, and obviously the Assassin's Creed I'm doing now on Monday at 2:45. So, with that being said, we obviously know we've got one more treasure here to obtain, so we're going to need to find that. So settle, my dearest friend. Where is it? By the looks of it, it's actually underneath me. So, quick leap of faith gets us about quarter of the way to halfway down. I'm actually hoping that that little brown thing down there is actually a haystack. Because if not, this is going to go very, very wrong very, very quickly. Now, if you remember, we have an item still yet to get. Bayek, get out of the haystack. Always take the opportunity to loot when you can. Right. Aha. So. There is a way down. I know there's a way down. Can I see the way down? Yep. There it is. Or maybe not. Whoa. God damn it, bike. Get in there. Right. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull Senna out a little bit. Because I'm actually going to get him to drop. So actually below us. So as you can see, I'm actually using the icon itself to actually guide where I actually need to go. I do apologise if I keep yawning all the way through this. Whoa, bike. Up, there we go, in, there we go, good boy. As I was saying, I do apologise if I keep yawning through this. I am extremely tired. It has been a very, 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 very long few weeks. Well, few weeks. About 3 months. So, here we go. Here is the last of the chest, and as you can see, we've obtained a level 15 blunt. We've obtained the second icon that gives us 300 into level 15, which is basically a solid guarantee as such that the next mission itself shouldn't be too difficult. It's also allowed us to get the eagle view, and I really hope this works. Oh, this didn't work. This is gonna hurt.
Hey, don't hurt anyone, alright?
Just yourself. So, as you can see, I obviously didn't make that haystack. Wow. I'm actually a bit lost for words with that one. No, I don't want that there. Let me get rid of that. If you're wondering what that was, it's actually the mouse for my computer. So I've actually got that on at the moment as well. Right, first things first, before we make our next run. Finest organic suspension ever created. And basically what I've been living on and running on for the last several months, minimum. Right, so let's get the horse in. Come here, Fang, where are you? Don't you stand there stomping your feet at me. Oh, dear shit. Right. Whoop. So, we've completed that section. Obviously, we've got to go past back here. So we'll deal with this on our way. Obviously, as you can see, our gear is stacked. We have the opportunity again of doing an upgrade. And this is because of the amount of carbon crystals I've got. Now, as you can see, with the hidden blade, our carbon crystals we need 5. This will allow us at that point to obviously upgrade our hidden blade. We've got 2 points to go before it actually reaches legendary status. We have our stabilizer glove, which has the need of 3 carbon crystals, as well as the bracer, which increases our melee damage. Our breastplate will obviously increase our health, and obviously our tool pouch, which will increase the amount of items we can actually carry. So it'll be things like smoke darts, sorry, not smoke darts, your poison darts, sleep darts, fire bombs, stuff like that. So on this occasion, to actually increase the... Wow! to increase the stabilizer glove, which will actually increase the range damage from our bows. I'm actually going to increase this. As you can see, it has stayed purple. We now need 5 to actually be able to update the 5 carbon crystals to be able to actually update the glove to the legendary status, which we may look at doing once we get into our next area. It just depends on how much money I have and whether Reader's there. So, with that being said, obviously, as you can see, to that next point we have 170 odd meters to go, which is literally just up here. But obviously, we are also looking at moving over to our next area. So this is Isien. Not a military encampment, it's just a public area. But this, however, does have a scroll, and as you can see, Senu is automatically picked up directly on the scroll. So, with that being said, the scroll should theoretically be just here. However, we need to find a way in to Isien. So for us to do that, it's very simply a quick run around the building. Here is the statue, and sometimes it is literally just as easy. Deafening silence. Alexandria is large and noisy, but one part is quiet and lonely, and surrounded by water. The fallen palm trees point to where I lay, where land meets water. So it's more along the lines of a beach. Now you will get these little clues and stuff like that, and they will actually lead you to treasures. So it is worthwhile if you have the time to actually try and work some of these out once you've opened up a lot of the map. One of the other scrolls here is, the temple is safe for everyone coming to pray. Any who enters the temple is under my protection, Cleopatra. So as you can see, Cleopatra is still making her presence known in Egypt. With that being said, and this being obviously Assassin's Creed Origins, we need to make our way to the next person. Now as we can see, these are the guys that we've taken out, as you've seen many times before. We have the lizard, the crocodile, the hyena and the scarab. But if we go to our quest, obviously you'll see there are 6. We have the 2 side quests, the Book of the Dead, which we are still yet to do, and By X Promise. And we have our 4 main missions. Now as you can see, the scarab is the next one to do at level 15. The hyena is the second one to do of this second band of guys at level 20. The crocodile scales at 25, and the lizard's mask at 21. So we now need to travel over to Size, which is over that way by almost 2,000 miles. I'm going to say miles because it can't be 2,000 meters because it's outside of Alexandria, and Alexandria is a very big city. So, with that being said, here is Trusty Fang, and now we need to basically, if you haven't been to Size yet, which I don't think we have, let's just check our map. See, there is one of the Flacati. Those are the other guys that we actually have to try and outwit and stay away from. And here's the other one, Ptolemy's Fist at 22. We actually haven't been to Size yet, which is literally just here. We have been down here, but obviously we didn't get the viewpoint. And we have been down here, but obviously we haven't had the viewpoint yet. So there are quite a few viewpoints to obviously obtain. The one bonus and saving grace is, although we haven't done much here in Yemor, we have done the viewpoint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel over to Yemor. This will allow us to get a lot closer to where we actually need to go, but it will also give us a hidden bonus of hitting on the island the viewpoint and hitting any other viewpoints that are in the local area that we haven't actually had yet. So As you can see, the viewpoints are really important in this game. I really do apologise for this, guys. It is, when I say it's been a long day, it's been a long day. I was up 10 o'clock yesterday morning. It may not sound early to some of you guys, but I didn't get home to bed until 3 o'clock this morning. Oh no, let me phrase that. I got home at 3 o'clock this morning. I didn't get to sleep until about 8 o'clock this morning. So, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I woke up. So, as you guys can see, this is where we actually need to go. Off to the right, as you guys can see, we have 2 of the 3 pyramids of Giza. The other one's hidden over there somewhere. I think it's behind the trireme. But with that being said, come on, Bayek. We're going to leave Bayek shooting across the lake for the moment. Obviously, there's a little object to capture here. And obviously, we're going to need to hit this up first. So, first things first. That little thing that we saw was actually this trireme. So if we get Senna a little closer, as you can see, there is a captain on board. I see some guards as well. But we actually have what look like and sound like lions. So we're just going to get Senna that a little bit closer. They are lions, there's 3 of them. And this is where, well, this is one of the ways guided arrows come in so handy. Except I don't think I'm close enough. And that guy's now like, what the hell is that? So I would have been able to get hold of that one. That's the second guy, and he's like, I heard something. What was it? See, even Senu's getting involved now. And I just hope my arrow and Senu do not cross. So as you can see, even though Senu's getting involved, the lion's actually doing half my job for me. So with them actually being released, you can see over here the viewpoint, you can see where we actually need to go. This is the South Mariotis trireme. And it actually looks like them guys are winning. Now that one can't be happening, because that was just bang out of order. Ooh, we got him. There are 2 guys, and by the sounds of it, 1 lion.
That'll cost you, maggot.
Doubt. I really doubt it. Right, so we can't get any closer. I'm actually going to get
I
up
should not
here
be seen in this area.
pretty quickly. Now, by the sounds of it, I don't hear no roaring, and I don't hear no guys. So that's 2 of the lions. That's the sickle sword. That's the 3rd lion. And that's some arrows. These places are really handy. Especially as little stopgaps. So, that's the trireme taken care of. And that is Senna giving a call, because there's something else around. Will we miss something? Normally Senna will give a call once we miss something. Let's just see, crocodile, 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 crocodile. Something over there, viewpoint. Not by the looks of it. I'm getting a runny nose. Right, as I was saying, viewpoint. So we do need to make our way, we do need to be careful because there are crocodiles in the area. So, normal steam power, if you will, or arm power. Just literally gently budged up to the rocks. This will allow this will allow Bayek even to actually make his way across and hopefully have no issues. So this is the Lost Crypt. I'll get my words out. I'm going to quickly call in Senu again just to have a quick peek about. And somewhere along here, just there, is what... Ooh. And there is one just there. There's actually 3 items to get. I think what we're going to do, because of the amount of crocodiles that are here, even though it's not a problem, and I would normally spend a little bit of time just mucking about taking them out, obviously I need to get on because we need to get over to start taking on the Scarab. So that's the first one. So as you can see, it's got a Scepter. A quick animus pulse shows there's nothing else here, but there are a couple of crocodiles over here. And obviously there's a lot of stuff over there to nab as well. So, with that being said, these are the crocs. And I'm actually fully stocked. That's 2. Headshot 3. Where'd the other one go? And oh, I got him, which is even better. I like the way the water's rippling. I'm just hoping it's like little fish. So, that's the 4 crocs taken care of. Obviously, as you guys have seen, there is a lot down here for us to loot. So I'm not going to hang about. That's 1, 2, 3. That's our second item, which is a shield. Obviously, these guys we can quickly run through. Grab hold of that as well. And there is this. Expedition notes, day 1. We finally set up camp. We have enough food and materials to last us a few days. Tomorrow we start searching the ruins. There's sure to be an undiscovered part of this old temple. Earlier I heard something rustling in the reeds. Panesium says it's nothing. I hope he's right. Day 2. Nothing written. I wonder why. So, get back to the last point. If you remember, I said about the viewpoint and how we're going to need to deal with that before we get the last bits, and there's actually a reason for it. So, if any of you had noticed, the viewpoint itself is actually right at the top of this particular column. their bike seems to not want to climb. Bike, get your backside up there. Okay, we've seen this technique before. So, here we are, finally, at our viewpoint. We're going to do a quick synchronization on this, and we're going to call in Senu, and I'll show you guys exactly why. And this is the why I do this particular way. Now, even though I haven't completed this particular area, I can hear croc babies calling. As you'll see, Senu has quite rightly predicted that the last item that we need is actually underwater. It's actually just here. So, what we're going to need to do is find out exactly what it is. Now, a quick animus pulse, and it will show a couple of lines diving out. So what we're going to need to do is actually get down there. So, that's the first one. Here's the second one. Here's the item, which in this case is a light bow. That's the fourth item. A quick animus pulse, because we've only used about a quarter of our air. If I can get my words out. It shows how tired I am. And you'll notice as you come up, there is still one item that is showing, and that guy just fricked the life out of me. If I wasn't a protector of the people, I would shoot your ass. And as you can see, just here, we have an interaction. Now this interaction...
A scene of death. I should investigate.
Now we need to find 4 of 4 ritual sites investigated in the world. And this is actually one of them. Now, you will come across sites like this. You can try and use Senu. Senu's not really going to actually pick anything up, as you can see. However, if you use your animus pulse, it'll actually highlight the
scraps of a message
in gold.
Ah, there's too much missing.
So that's part 1. This is part 2.
Sekhmet, the goddess of hunters. But there are scratches here, above the statue's stomach. What does it represent?
We have the third one just here. This bike will go down.
Scraps of blood and flesh. There was a body here, but crocodiles must have devoured it.
And just here.
The lid of a sarcophagus. There was a symbol here, but it is too damaged for me to make out.
Now, as you'll see, that is not all that needs to be done. Now at this point you may turn around and go, well, what else do we need to do? This is where the animus pulse comes in, because it will actually guide you. As you'll see, those little white lines are actually guiding to just here.
Was this a terrible ceremony? There is so much blood, as if some butchery occurred here. But the elements have eroded many of the signs. Troubling.
And as you will see,
if I had more information, I might understand this better. But as he was eaten by a crocodile, I'll keep my eye out for anything else so unusual.
That is then led to the next one, which is learn more about the murder, which then completes that particular section and ticks off one of the ritual sites investigated in the world. So, that being said, that's all of that done. We're not doing too bad. We're about halfway through-ish level 15. Obviously, we need to get over to wherever it is we were going. Obviously, because we picked up that particular mission, we're going to need to dive back into our abilities, into our quests, take the Taste of a Sting off and reapply it. Now this is level 17. This is the actual mission that we've just done. So we now take this off, and we then go back to the Scarab Sting and complete our travel over to size. It's only 700 and some odd meters over that way. But the easiest and quickest way is for us to get into our boat, which is over here. So, I'm going to shoot over this way. As you can see, our boat is still here, as well as a crocodile. And for that reason, and that reason alone, come on, bite. So try and squeeze this one out. There we go. And we are back on our way. So even the easiest and simplest of missions can actually take a very large detour. Something that you didn't anticipate that would take that long to actually do or get to. Actually took a little bit longer than anticipated. And it all just depends on how you actually play the game, which way you want to play it, what bits you want to do first, as I said in many of the videos that I've done. So this is size. Move. No, come on, Bayek. Right. You can dismount now, come on. Right. So, we have now made our way over to size. Get the living bellows out of a few people.
You there! Stop!
This is the Sate Res Nome. So if I just shoot over into our map, obviously you'll see just here. This is going to be one of two things. It's either going to be a raider or a assassin or a Magi that's been taken out that we all need to avenge. Obviously we've got a few little side quest missions down here as well. We have our viewpoint just here, which we're going to need to make sure we get, as well as one just here, and some dealings just here, right in the middle, just to unlock the Kensu Nome, as you guys can see. So, first things first, we have 241 meters to go to our point, but we do need to have a look at our weapons. So, we've travelled to Size. We now need to speak with Harkuf at the Size Brewery, which we will be doing as soon as we find the blacksmith, which is actually just here, right across town. So, I'm going to shoot.
Master Tahaka's wife is so kind. I cannot
town.
thank the gods enough for delivering her to us.
Hold there.
No. You want me? Come and catch me.
My dearest, we do not have enough to pay Sefetu his accursed taxes.
So,
When he comes, I will talk to him about selling myself into bonded labor.
No, you don't have to. I
as
confessed
you
our
can
plight
see
to
with
Lady
our
Magnet, and she
blacksmith-
gifted me a purse full of coins. It will buy us a month or two.
That family is so generous. We must make a libation to the gods in their honor.
these are the weapons that we've managed to pick up. Some of these we will actually be able to sell, and some of them we'll actually be able to upgrade. Once you've obviously gone through all of the weapons, you have your crafting materials. These I suggest you keep hold of, because you're going to need them. Once you've got everything that you can craft to obviously legendary status, then you can start looking to get rid of them. Also, you'll also pick up little trinkets, and these you can actually stack up. So it's like the honeycombs, you can get like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 of these. The same with the animal goods as well, and you can obviously earn quite a lot of money from them. So, with that being said, I'm going to shoot straight to the top, and we're literally, a lot of you guys are going to turn around and go, well, why are you getting rid of all of these weapons?
Yes, all right.
If you guys will remember, anything in blue is a normal basic standard weapon. Anything that's actually in purple is a rare weapon, and anything in gold is a legendary weapon. Now, if you remember right at the start when we did video 1, I actually explained to you guys why I was able to, at that stage, equip legendary items to
Yes,
the
all right.
character himself. So a lot of these
Deal.
we are actually going
Yes,
to
all right.
just get rid of. And it also allows
Fair
us,
enough.
as you can see, to stack up a lot of coins.
Deal.
So as you can see,
Fair enough.
very quickly going through it.
Deal.
I'm actually going to watch the little
Yes, all
info
right.
shot as such, because when
Fair
we
enough.
get to here,
Yes, all right.
as you'll see, it now says square, sell 1-4 for 31. So I can now use the D-pad to obviously move and increase this, and then sell
Deal.
everything I've got. So as you can see, crocodile eggs. We've got 22 crocodile eggs, which is going to get us
Fair
330
enough.
coin, which isn't too bad. You'll also notice just here, in brackets, it's actually got a number, and this actually tells you as well
Yes, all right.
how many you've got. So that is everything that we needed to sell sold. So Bias is now not running around like a nut with pockets full of stuff that he doesn't need.
Very good.
Our arrows and tools are now completely filled up. The Hercules Gladius will upgrade, so it's now a level 15 weapon, as well as the Vox Populi and also the Silverwind, because I just love these three weapons. Obviously we don't need the triple swords and dual swords because we don't really use them. Heavy blunts, heavy blades, again we don't use them. Scepters, spears. Then we move over to our hunter bow. At the moment our hunter bow is the crescent moon, so I am going to increase that. Well, at least I hope it's the crescent moon, if not I've just done the wrong one. We don't use the light bow. Warrior bow we don't really use. The predator bow we do, which is the barbed long bow. This we're going to upgrade, so it'll actually allow the bow and the arrows itself to do more damage, which means we can also take a possible shot at one of the flacates. So, we're going to upgrade the shield as well. It is a slightly larger shield than what you'll be given at the start. It is also one of the best shields, as you can see, range resistance, fire resistance, and bleeding on block. So when things are blocked, the opponents will start bleeding. So, that is all of those upgraded. I'm just going to have a quick look to see what else is here. The Nubian bow, almond blade, shield, the pigeoness shield, which is pretty much the same design as the shield I've got at the moment, which has got a different outline on it. So, with that being done, now we need Raider. So, quick look at Raider. And what I'm actually going to do, just so... Oh, I don't know why I'm doing it that way. I'm going to spend the rest of what I've got on carbon crystals, so you guys can actually see the last standing of the gear as such. It wouldn't have got me a lot. Now as you can see I have 13 carbon crystals in total. Obviously when you get to the last one on most things you're going to need 5, or if not you're going to need 5 when you get to a certain point. Now as you can see the hidden blade at this point needs 5. Now the the stabilizer glove also needs a 5. The bracer needs 3. The breastplate needs 3. And the tool pouch, which is the last part, actually needs 3. So I am going to go and upgrade the tool pouch to legendary status, which is going to allow us to carry the maximum of everything. What I'm also going to do is upgrade the hidden blade. And as you can see, the last upgrade for the hidden blade is 5 carbon crystals. Now what I'm also going to do, as I only have 5 left, is actually upgrade the stabilizer glove to legendary status. The The reason I'm doing this over the hidden blade is, as fantastic as the hidden blade is, in this game you are more predominantly going to use the bow and arrows, especially at distance. By getting that to legendary status first, it is going to make things a lot easier. Now, as you can see, we obviously have some guards here.
This place is heavily guarded.
You don't say.
It is a shining lighthouse of hope, all alone in the desert night.
So even with strong people,
What? Going to cut her!
you ain't gonna do nothing. So quick charge. And as you see, it allows me to knock him down, take him out, if I need to, which I don't, recharge my ammunition. So, we've taken these particular guys out. Obviously, where we need to get to is just down there. So a quick run around. Just quickly make sure that he's not what he's not supposed to be. He's not.
We're innocent!
Did you see the poor crazed wretch trying to talk to Hakuf? He made the strangest sound.
So even though I do take a little bit of damage there, it's just one of the easier and quicker ways of getting down here. Now, as you can see, we are here, and Hakuf is just here behind us. So,
I seek the Master Brewer, Hakuf.
I have no time. Speak to one of my overseers if you must.
You misunderstand. I am a Magi. Apollodorus sent me.
Apollodorus, of course.
He sent me for the Scarab, the shadow that darkens Sais.
Shh, please. That is an evil name to speak aloud. Apollodorus knows the people are suffering. In my position, many confide in me. Trade is strangled, the soldiers run rampant, and the weight of Ptolemy's taxation crushes the breath from us. Come with me. Let us retire where we have a roof overhead.
So, now we need to follow Hakuf to his home. Obviously, he will move as quickly as you do. So if you run, he runs.
There are many terrible stories about the Scarab. I am sure Apollodorus told you. Tales of mutilation, disappearances, and folk buried in the desert and left to die. A horrendous fate, trapped in the shimmering sand, your mind and body pounded by the remorseless sun, waiting for the final release into the Duat. But these are only stories. There are real villains in Sais. But the Scarab, if he exists, it is not safe to speak of him.
So as you can see, Hakuf has now opened a cracked area, and this is one of a few that you will actually find in the world itself. Nicely decorated. If you need them, which we don't in this particular instance, you can stack up on your arrows. No, I don't want the arrows, I want... There we go.
The investigations of Hakuf's agents. Concerns of the people.